Can you maybe talk about the transition? I know you had some background in this defense from being in San Francisco and Seattle. Did that make it for an easy transition, or are there some new wrinkles that you're still trying to pick up?
Yeah, well, I'm still learning the defense. Like, it's pretty much the same scheme, but they do stuff just a little differently here and there with just little things and the coverages we play. So I'm still learning. So I'm just soaking up all the knowledge right now.
What are your overall impressions of what this secondary can be?
I'm excited. I think it's special. I think we have the guys to do more than just get the job done, but I think we could dominate. As far as the cornerback group, because that's who I'm with the most, I feel like this is the best group that I've been a part of just from so far right now, so I'm excited.
What are some of your early impressions of Sauce?
Yeah, man, he's what everybody says he is. Like, obviously he's prototypical, but he moves like a small guy, and when he presses, like, he's just dominant at the line of scrimmage. So I think that's what separates him and your average corner.
How did he wrangle away number one from it?
I'm not going to talk business, but, we made a nice transaction, so I'll leave it at that.
Can you talk about your road getting here? It was kind of interesting when you went to San Francisco, certain things didn't work out. Then you went to Seattle, and things kind of popped for you.
Yeah, man, just the definition of never giving up and just getting better every day. Like, I really live by that. Yeah, with this job, I take it day by day. Like, it's a day-to-day job because you got to take care of your body. You got to grind throughout the day, not just on the field, but, you got to grind in the classroom. You got to go on the field, ball, do what you got to do. And then when you go home, you got to do treatment, take care of your body, and then, bam, next day. You got to forget about what happened yesterday, next day. So it's just like a continuous grind. So that's what I live by. So, I mean, for everything to, manifest, I believe in God. So he definitely did, like, the supernatural, but I did my part, too, as well.
TJ, I spend a lot of time on your Twitter account. Have you really never had French toast? And did you really go 4 years without chicken and steak?
Yeah. French toast just doesn't appear to me. Like, when I go to a breakfast spot, like, I'm going to either get waffles or pancakes if I want a cheat day. I never said, ooh, that French toast looks good. Like, my girl would get French toast, and I would literally see it, and it just looks like thick bread with butter on it. Like,
so why not?
That just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I just won't even try it. I'm like, why? Never mind. You do you, babe. Like, I'm gonna just get my waffles because I know that's gonna be good.
Why Did you ever try it?
Never tried it. And then somebody said that they got eggs in it. Like, I'm cool. They said they got eggs in the French toast. That ain't appealing to me.
How do you go 4 years without chicken and steak though when you're like an athlete? Like, I'm wondering about your diet.
Yeah, so that actually started in college. So, yeah, with my mindset, I tried to see how I could, like, run faster to see if I could, for my 40-yard dash. So I actually went vegan for, like, 4 months. And, I did that, and it was cool, but it was a struggle once, like, I lost my chef after the process with trying to eat vegan. So then I just started eating just fish. And I actually did that for, for a minute, like 3-4 years. Didn't eat steak, chicken, just straight pescatarian. So I did that. It was cool. And then up until last year in Seattle, I was having like little minor injuries. So I talked to Russell Wilson's chef, Robert Yang, and he pretty much said, like, bro, you got to start eating like meats because, you're breaking your body down. So I started incorporating like chicken and stuff slowly, and then surely steak, and I stayed healthier on the field. So I'm still doing that now.
You're making your own meals, or you hired a chef?
I have a chef like in the off season, but right now, like, my girl will cook for me. But yeah, when I ate like chicken and when I ate steak, I was like, I don't know how the hell I did that for 4 years. I was like, bro, I'm tripping. Like, once I start eating it, so I love my diet now.
Just out of curiosity, it's been a long time since Pete Carroll was in New York. Did you ever talk about New York with him at any level?
I didn't even know Pete was in New York. Pete was in New York?
He was coaching New York.
I had no idea. No, I didn't talk to him about that.
What was he like to play for as a coach?
He was fun. Like, Pete, he's energetic. Like, he has like a youth spirit. So, like, he's always dancing. Like, at practice, like, he's running. Like, one time he caught a kick return. Like, we had special teams, and he caught the kick return and, like, took it to the house. Like, so, like, yeah, he's doing that at his age. So, like, he's a young spirit, free spirit.
What about Jamal? Did you ask him any intel before you signed him?
Not before I signed because everything happened so fast with, like, the bidding and everything. But, when he found out, he hit me up, and he pretty much said, like, you're going to love it here. Like, it's love in New York. So that was pretty much it.
So what happened from your perspective in San Francisco? and then you did well in Seattle. But what was the deal in San Francisco?
I would say it wasn't really a deal. It was, when I played there, I played corner coming out of college, but when I got there, they wanted me to play slot corner and safety. So they didn't see me playing outside corner. So pretty much when I was there, I was just playing the backup role because they had guys in front of me that were paid. So I was pretty much, when someone got injured, I played. Pretty much. Like I had a great game when I played nickel there. My first start at nickel, I had a really good game against the Broncos, and we won. And same in Seattle. I went against Doug Baldwin, and we won that game, and I played good. So it was just pretty much the opportunity that presented itself.
What are some of the battles been like with Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson?
Yeah, man, it's really good. Like, I think our receiving core is going to be exciting. Personally, like, Elijah Moore is a real deal. Like, I like how he runs his routes. I like how he, like, switches it up. He's not really a traditional type of receiver. Like, he mixes it up and is kind of unorthodox with his route running, which is good because it throws corners off. Same as Wilson. Like, I like that draft pick a lot. Like, he's slippery. He's going to be a problem in, like, man-to-man. Like, he could get open easily. And Corey Davis, he just knows. He's a route technician. Like, he knows how to run routes. He knows how to get open. So, man, they're going to be lit, I think. They're going to be real good.
How much does that help you going against that one?
Oh, yeah, it helps me a lot. Like today going against Elijah Moore, I feel like he got me today. Yesterday, I feel like I got him. So, like, we're just sharpening our tools every day. And we talk about it, too. Like, I'll tell him, like today, he was like +2 from the numbers, and he ran an out route still. And I said that will probably get a lot of corners because I'm not thinking you're running an out when you're +2 outside the numbers. But he ran it from that split, and I was like, that's smart. So little things like that.
When you were evaluating your options in free agency, money's money. But when you're looking at the teams, this place there hasn't been a lot of winning here in a long time. But what gave you faith, that there might be some winning around the corner here?
Yeah, well, when I talked to Saul about it, it wasn't just about the money. Like, I asked them, like, what are you guys doing in the safety room? And they said they're about to go get a safety, and they end up getting Whitehead. I asked them, like, what's up with the D-line? He said, getting Carl back. And he said, we're going to go get some D-linemen in the draft. And he said, we got other guys, like, that are here, too, that are dogs. And then he said, we also have the number 4, the number 10 pick, and we have 230 picks. So that right there was, like, a big encouragement for me. Personally.
What about your role as far as you mentioned how well you did in games moving into the slot, playing nickel? What's the plan here? Is it possible you can move in there on passing downs?
Yeah, so right now we haven't really talked about me playing inside, but right now I'm just playing boundary right side corner. So, I mean, whatever the team want me to do, though, I could do it because I know, we got guys. So we're going to see how it plays out, but, man, we got dogs in that secondary room, corners and safeties.
Draft weekend, you said, I think you and Justin Hardy were talking on Twitter, and you said Super Bowl's not far-fetched.
It's not.
Why? It sounds far-fetched for a team that doesn't want to play off.
I don't think it is because when you think about it, it's kind of like deja vu. Like, my rookie year in San Fran, we went 4-12. Got some guys in the draft, got some guys in free agency, and we was in the Super Bowl, up by 10 in the fourth. Unfortunately, we didn't win. Mahomes did what he did, but, we went to the Super Bowl from being 4-12 the year before, so I don't think it's far-fetched, especially with the additions that we brought upon.
Football question. You mentioned, like, the 2 on the out, the split, like 2, what was it, +2?
He was +2 from the numbers.
So what does that specifically mean?
Yeah, so I always look at splits. So, like, the splits tell you something. Like, receivers don't just line up the lineup. They line up +2 for a reason, spacing, whether they're condensed, whatever they're doing. They're trying to do something to get a head start pre-snap. So, like, if a receiver lines up +2 from the numbers, the chances of them running an out route is very low. But the fact that he still ran an out route, like, +10 was like, okay, that's different. So now next time I line up with him, I got to play more honest. I can't be inside too much. Got to be more squared up.